This is our first Treat and Greet neighborhood bus tour, and our idea is that we want to bring a bit of City Hall out into the neighborhood. I know from my work that there are a lot of neighbors in Salem that might have questions, concerns, ideas about their neighborhood, and maybe they're not sure which department to call or which neighborhood association they belong to, which meetings to go to. And so this is an opportunity to just come out and have a conversation with city staff. No agenda, just ice cream and conversation. We have staff from neighborhood services, so anyone who lives or works or owns property in Salem is a member of one of those. We can help you find out more.
The City of Salem departments work together, and this is a perfect example of that. I'm Annie Batey, and I work with neighborhood associations.
I'm Tibby Larson, and I'm the volunteer coordinator for the Parks Department.
So a lot of our neighborhood associations partner with parks to do things, to upgrade their parks, to just maintain their parks, and then to get great new equipment or trees in their parks too.
And we're happy to come out and help neighbors in the park. When they have events, we bring extra trash cans and picnic tables. The Parks Department is happy to help people use the park.
We also have some librarians here that we're going to be reading some neighborhood stories for us. I know it's also not too late to sign up for the summer reading programs. We also have neighbors here that are sharing why they're involved in their neighborhood association. And they're volunteer-run groups that are just a great place to find out what's going on where you live, take questions or concerns. We also have a code compliance officer, Stephanie Weil, is here to answer those questions you might have about neighbors whose yards maybe have gotten away from them a little bit. We also have a city planner here because this neighborhood that we're in right now, Lansing, is part of a joint neighborhood plan process with NESCA, Northeast Salem Community Association, their neighborhood. And so the planner is looking, Brian Colburn, he's looking for information from neighbors. What do you love about this neighborhood? What are some things maybe that you wish were different? And this is going to be kind of prioritizing for future planning. So it's a great place to have input on that.
We've had a lot of folks here already, and it's really encouraging. Folks who obviously live close by, some of them haven't heard about the NESCA Lansing Neighborhood Plan process yet, so this is exactly what we were looking to accomplish. We have 18 neighborhood associations in Salem. The neighborhood association is kind of that first entry point for many people into civic life of the community to understand the city and have their voice heard. We're working on a joint neighborhood plan for NESCA, which is the Northeast Salem Community Association, and Lansing, which is the neighborhood that we're in right here. They're contiguous to each other, and they both are along the I-5 corridor in East Salem. They both share a lot of very similar issues. Demographically, they're very similar. We're trying to create a neighborhood plan that will include the concerns from both neighborhoods together in one plan.
The main thing that a neighborhood plan is used for is for the neighborhood and city council and planning commission to really think about, when they're making decisions, allocating resources in NESCA and Lansing, where it's best spent. So for instance, if we're going to be looking at installing sidewalks, the work we've done on sidewalks and where to place them, they'll be looking at the plan and determining where the priorities there, or street lamps, same thing. If they're looking at putting money into roads or partnering with schools, the plan is going to really kind of guide those actions going several years forward. As it sits right now, Lansing doesn't have a neighborhood plan, and NESCA's plan is from when I was in grade school, so that's not really relevant. So having something that reflects what the community is now, what we want to be, the current conditions, will help us think about what kind of neighborhood we want to be and really help us talk with City Council and Planning Commission when we're trying to make that case. One of the interesting things about NESCA Lansing is we're substantially younger and more diverse than a lot of the city of Salem, which has offered some challenges and opportunities. The kinds of things we're hearing from the neighbors is that we've got a lot of great resources already here in NESCA and Lansing, whether those be parks or access to shopping, quick access to downtown, great walking paths. But one of the things that we're also hearing from the neighbors is that it's difficult to move around in the neighborhood to connect those assets. And in some cases, people are unaware of what we already have. Our last meeting really focused on kind of echoing this theme of connectivity, talking about pedestrian paths, sidewalks. Where are they not? Where are people actually traveling to? And streetlights. And next July we'll be talking about community heritage. And in other neighborhoods that's centered around a lot physical buildings and that type of thing. And that's something we're looking at focusing here in NESCA and Lansing is about cultural diversity and the people who live here. So we're looking at, in the absence of having a lot of historic buildings as people might traditionally think of them, what kind of identity can we create working through the people who live here and what they think about the world and how they experience Salem. So that's what we're going to be doing at our next session. I'm pretty excited about it.
My name is Maria Lemos. I work for Mano Mano Family Center, and I'm also a neighborhood connector for this neighborhood, which is Lansing Neighborhood. And I work over at the Little House. It's a neighborhood resource center. We have a lending library, we have a garden club, we have a women's support group. We call it Coffee Hour. We just meet weekly, and we have just reunions, potlucks with the neighborhood ladies. The kids come over. The church also, Holy Cross Church also lets us use their facility, which is the gym. Most of the families that I work with at the Little House, they love the idea of just gathering and having fun activities with their kids, something that they can enjoy as a family.
Oh, you're going that way. Nice, babe!
We're here today to celebrate the last day of garden camp. We learned about seeds, we learned how plants grow, we learned herbs, we got to make our own butter. It was amazing. Kids learn how to make foods that are healthy and grow them. They get a chance to try different things maybe they don't have a chance to otherwise. And they get their hands dirty with their friends and neighbors. So they all know each other, they're all friends, they walk to the garden camp. It's in our neighborhood, and it connects them to a great resource like La Casita and the Holy Cross Lutheran Church. We love being able to invest in our neighborhood, so anytime we can make what they already have in their neighborhood positive and reinforce, let's take care of our neighborhood, let's enjoy it, let's spend time here, because a lot of these kids, this is what they see every day, so we want them to be excited about what they have.
If we do have a positive response to this, I would love to take this tour out to other neighborhoods, other times, locations, and just be able to talk with more neighbors. It does make a lot of sense because sometimes city council meetings aren't convenient for people, or they're a little bit overwhelming, or it takes some time to learn about how that process works. And so just a friendly conversation over some ice cream is a much easier way to ask some of those questions, or maybe things that you're just thinking about. I should really do something about this, but I don't know where to start. And so just having someone that's there and willing to help and point you in the right direction can do a lot for the neighborhoods, and so that makes Salem a stronger place.
Isn't this a great idea that we bring people from different departments throughout the city, bring them out to the park so everybody can get to know what the city is?
And we hope to be in your park soon.